Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to PeakFlow Power Hour number 12, where we answer all your desiring questions about high ticket e commerce, business, entrepreneurship, everything that you'd love to know from us, the experts. Well, with that being said, hope you guys are having an amazing Friday. I know it is Christmas weekend, kind of. Like the next time we'll see you guys, it will be after Christmas. So let's wait for everyone to come in, and let me just share my screen so you guys can see this week's. So PeakFlow Academy, we are two entrepreneurs that are pioneering education through high ticket dropshipping, and today is December 20th, 2024. So again, this is a Q&A. If you have any questions, feel free to drop in the comment section below on all the platforms that you're watching on: LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter. Let us know your questions. And I have my host, Marcus, over here looking like a stud. Say what's up.
Thank you, my brother. What's up, everybody?
How's your morning so far?
Yo, my morning's feeling good right now. It's snowing in New York, so it's pretty cozy right now where I'm at. I have the heater next to me. We just dropped, shameless promotion, we just dropped our Sri Lanka little experience, a moment. To be honest, this video didn't really, it really did come out of nowhere. At first, it was really just like, we were looking through the highlights, and then I was just looking at the dances, and then I just felt like an inspiration to talk about gratitude. Because when I was watching it myself, I don't know if a lot of you guys can relate or not, but I feel I'm very entitled. I feel like I could be very privileged. I have clean water, I have nice clothes, I have a car, I'm blessed, bro.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
like, but that doesn't mean I don't get stressed though, and sometimes and Trevor, honestly being my partner, and it's really good because one thing I learned is like you always need people around you. No matter how fast or how good you are, a car needs two mirrors. And I'm glad I could say that, going into business, going to life, having, good people around me is something I don't take for granted. And sometimes I over exaggerate problems, basically is what I'm saying. I'll have like this one, problem, um, and I would think it's the end of the world. And Trevor's like, bro, chill. Like, you didn't even really invest too much time in it. Like, it's not that serious, Marcus. And I'm just like,
That's interesting you say that because like sometimes I feel like I'm the same way.
oh yeah,
It goes in
it's
it
been
goes
fun.
in waves.
Yeah,
Yeah. Business is always in cycles and waves. Because good months you feel like you're on the top of the world, and in bad months or
yeah.
slow months you feel like, what am I doing wrong?
Hmm.
But maybe you're not doing anything wrong. It's just a business cycle.
The
So
process.
again, yeah, the process, part of the process. Again, part of this week's Q&A. Once everyone starts joining in, feel free to start asking your questions. Super excited to help you guys master high ticket dropshipping. We're gonna go into some of the wins for this week, starting with a huge one this morning from Tom with an $18,000 order.
Tom is so funny, bro.
Are you gonna elaborate?
Oh, okay. Well, let's just put it like this. With Tom, if you know, you know. But I will say this. Tom is someone you could actually role model after. And I'll say this because when I first met him, I remember actually meeting him like about a year ago. He's from out of the United States. I'm not going to say where, but he's outside the United States. He has an accent speaking. He came um, with, minimal capital. And he was just asking for a chance, really. Like, he was just like, yo, what do I got to do to do it? Like, I'm willing to do the work. And during that moment when I was speaking with Tom, I remember, like, I believe you, because I think he's a fighter. Like, I think he's a boxer, MMA. Like, he's actually like pretty good. Like, he might just like, like he might just like You
Knocked you out.
so like I heard the brevity of his words and I was like, yo, let's try to make this happen. And I'll be honest, there were many ups and downs where, like, you know, there were even times where I honestly might have doubted him a little bit. But this guy, man, he is one of those that I just see his name all the time, Trevor. Do you see his name all the time?
Yeah, he's always active, talking with the
He is
community.
always tagging us. I think he tags us like 5 times a day. But yo, listen, I can't get mad at that though. You know what I mean? Like as someone like as like his coaches and you know, and I speak for all of our coaches inside PeakFlow, the one-on-one program, is like we're generally trying to make sure you build a sustainable business because it only makes sense for you to do it right. And I think part of, you know, for me, sometimes I see as an advantage, and I'm willing to debate on this. I just think that like my martial arts background and me being adept into just like fighting has definitely helped me with mental challenges along like the personal development with business. It's just like when I say something like I really have to do it, and even if it's hard, you break things down because even with like martial arts, like kicking and or like punching, like it's not just like you look at it, you gotta do it, and then you gotta fix it, and then you gotta get so good that it looks so natural, but it took like fucking hours to practice. So it's the same thing.
Hmm.
At this point, me and Trevor, we make sure it look easy, but there's also work that needs to be involved and work that needs to be acknowledged and work that Tom was able to commit to. So I commend him. Congrats, Tom. That's a great way to start off the holiday season.
Yeah, quite frankly, there's a lot of work that needs to be done with
Yeah.
this business model or any business model in general. But the people that like stay consistent and are able to go through the ups and downs, because I know his journey was not just a straight upward trajectory. He has ups and downs, merchant center issues, closing suppliers, Google Ads, all the known issue. I mean, not issues. I mean, just the challenges that you face as a brand new business owner. But as long as you stay consistent and utilize the resources that you do have, you can get results like this. And I think he already is. I think he had like a $13,000 order previously. So this is
Did
like,
he really?
yeah, he definitely had another 5-figure order, and then some other 4-figure orders as well.
I forgot because he called me Trevor.
Oh, this is you.
Oh,
I just Okay. You got a 9,990.00
good
order.
morning.
Not too bad.
Good
Uh,
morning. Good morning. Good
yeah.
morning.
Why did they change the Shopify notification to say order number now?
Good morning.
You notice that?
I think that was a software update, bro. I think that was a app
I
update.
I think the Shopify update.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah. Interesting. But yeah,
interesting.
nice little 10K. Uh, and
Jordan.
another little 10K as well. Wow, like this week we don't have anything less than 5 figures. That's the power of high ticket dropshipping. We don't share results unless we hit 5 figure in one sale.
Damn.
Um, so with that being said, we got our first question. Zane says, "I have trouble picking a niche considering I'm not expert in a lot of these areas.
How
How
should
should
I
I
know?
navigate that?" So that's a good question because I'm not really an expert in a lot of niches either, but you kind of learn the niche over time as you start selling it, talking to
Right.
suppliers, talking to customers. And I guess if you want to learn a little bit about it, I would watch some YouTube videos, look up some blogs, forums, and even have ChatGPT explain to you how the products work. We live in an informational age. There should be no excuses. You have so many resources at a click of a mouse that you should have no excuses learning and becoming expert in a month or two.
Yeah. If I could just chime in also, when it comes to choosing niches, I always tell everybody first, the first question you need to think about is like, what do you want to sell? Right. And I had to learn this the hard way because I actually spent like 6 months building like a beauty business.
Mm.
It's just so dumb when you look at it in retrospect, but it doesn't seem dumb at the moment. But when I first started dropshipping, I knew this guy that was doing dropshipping also, and he was doing like 30K months, and then he was selling. I knew he was selling beauty products, so I was like, "Yo, let me try to sell this makeup cleaner brush thing." But like, bro, I don't know anything about makeup. Like, I don't even have pimples. No flex zone, but like, my skin is pimple free, baby, and that shit's. It's because I honestly I don't even know what it's because. But the point is, I don't know beauty, bro. And I wouldn't make a good beauty salon business even if I could make it, even like unless I'm really willing to learn it versus like, cold plunge, sauna, and those are just so general, and I'm just trying to keep it general. But it would make more sense because I go to sauna every day. Like I know what a 2-person sauna is, 3-person sauna is. And then when you don't know, at least you have an interest to know a little bit more. And that's what a dealer is, right? A dealer is someone that knows the product, that knows the offers, that knows the catalog, the promotions, the information. So it's your job to, use that to start, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So we'll go over now the introduction. Now, please try to keep it under 30 seconds this time. Just for anyone that's watching and brand new to our faces, who are we? Let's start with Marcus. What is Marcus's story? You have 30 minutes to pitch to everyone.
Well, first of all, I'm not pitching to anyone. Second of all,
Yes.
I mean, yo, honestly, if you guys want to keep it short, just watch the previous recordings. Because I kind of like share my story throughout all of like the pieces of content. It's gonna be virtually impossible to share in 30 seconds. So I will say, you guys can get a taste of what me, Trevor, and the team is about. We just recapped it in a Sri Lanka video. We just posted it today. So make sure you guys just check that out. That'd be, show mad love. Thank you all so much for your time.
Yeah, and where can we find that video?
You could check it out on the PeakFlow Media channel. PeakFlow Media channel.
Okay. So yeah, so search up PeakFlow Media on YouTube, and then it should be the newest video. So absolute banger of a video. Except I've yet to watch it, so I know it's gonna be a banger because just been busy this morning. I haven't got time to watch it. So definitely check it out if you guys haven't. So here's another question. Plasma Kif says, how much is the mentorship? I was the one who made 400K in sales this year with Trevor's free content. So it differs per person. We recommend just applying for coaching, and one of our members from our team will reach out and discuss what would be the perfect plan, approach, or if we are even a good fit for you. Anything else to add to this, Marcus?
No.
Okay. Zane says, I fear setting up a website and picking a niche that then being denied by all suppliers. Is this likely, or should I just pivot from there? Yeah, so being denied by all suppliers means you did something wrong, because I have never seen that before. Or your niche is just too narrow. So in terms of your website and your niche, as long as your niche is not too narrow, like for example, if you're just selling toilet seats, and there's only 5 suppliers ever. Well, after you reach out to all 5 suppliers and none of them accept you as a dealer, then yeah, you don't have any suppliers to sell. So that's why you don't want to just sell toilet seats. You might want to sell toilet seats, but that's and anything related to the main product type. Plasma says, should I fear competitors sniping me on Google? So, I mean, this is an interesting question. I mean, it's all on Google. So, in terms of like sniping, what can you do? Like, you can either worry about it or you just get better than them. Because if you're on Google, they can use some softwares like SEMrush, like the Google Shopping Analyzer, and see like which listings you are ranking for. You're getting a lot of clicks, but like that's really not going to do anything. Because with eBay, there's a lot of that. I mean, eBay is just a marketplace. Everyone just puts in their listings. It costs nothing to list on eBay. On Google Shopping, you have to pay per click, and the people that are profitable will be the ones that keep running their ads, and the ones that are not running their business well, they're going to drop out eventually. So I wouldn't really be worried about it. Yeah. So with that being said, again, kind of slow start to the morning, but we will do some auditing stores by the time we have some more questions coming around. So what are some good stores to look at? Let me see. So Plasma says, will changing to a different domain affect my ads and traffic to my website? So changing your domain should not affect anything with your ads. I mean, it actually might, because with Google search campaigns, you're targeting URL. So if you change your URL, then it's going to not work. With Google Shopping, it likely won't matter. You might have to reconnect a new domain, but it's not ideal. Yeah, ideally you never want to change domains unless you absolutely necessarily have to. So let's look at some high ticket stores just to, what is some random product type? Let's just pull up random word generator, and then we're gonna find some cool niches to kind of go with. So let's do hardware.
Yo, Zane said, is making the business model a full-time job likely? Yes, we have a lot of people that are honestly taking this full-time. And then even if you have a 9 to 5, you can always work on this after hours, bro. You know, it's always time. Time is what you make of it.
Yeah, we have plenty of people that do this full time, but it was not easy. Don't expect it to be easy. They put in a ton of time, effort, and even sleepless nights to see it succeed, because that's really what it takes. So we're now going to show you how to find niches, because Zane was actually saying he was having trouble finding a niche. We're going to show you how easy it is doing it live. So we pulled up the random word generator, we put in the word hardware, and then we're looking at some random products now on Google. So this is like some sliding door hardware. Commercial lighting. So what I'm looking for right here is I'm trying to find product types that are over $1,000 to start a store around. So I was looking at like outdoor lighting, commercial lighting. Those weren't really too expensive. These items aren't too expensive either. Plumbing. Yeah, we were talking about toilets, so let's check out some toilets, because these run like a few $100s. Somewhere in like 8,000, 2,000. Yeah, I'd say I don't really like too many of these product types because they're not too expensive. So sometimes when you don't find good product types, then you just want to move on and see some other stores that might carry other product types. And this guy's sites takes forever to load. So we have qualitybath.com that sells like bathroom stuff, tubs, bath. Yeah, a lot of these stuff I've seen before. Doorknobs, cabinet knobs. Okay, so this is like commercial door hardware, which seems like an interesting niche because these are pretty expensive. Like some of them are in the thousands and they're pretty light to ship. But the main thing with door hardware is we gotta see like what's the demand for them. So Zane says I can find niches. I'm just indecisive about which one I should go all in on. Well, there's so many niches out there. There's good ones, bad ones. You also don't know which ones are good and bad ones. So at the end of the day, if you're gonna start the business, I would pick one now and just don't overthink because you're not gonna pick a perfect one, and there's no perfect niche out there. So in my opinion, you should just find a niche that is high ticket, where the price points are really above $1,000. Ideally, you want to aim for anything above 3,000, and you want a niche where there's a lot of suppliers, and then you want something that has over 20,000 monthly searches, and you want something that has low or lower competition. And in order to check competition, you just have to go to stores right here. Now, you want to type in the main product type that you're selling. So, for example, if I'm going to be selling bathroom vanities, we can go to stores right here, and then we can see how many stores are selling bathroom vanities. So the real competitors are the ones that are bathroom vanity or bathroom themed. So for example, Ariel Bath, Bath Vanity Plus, Bath for All, anything that really has bath, or when you read it, you know they are expert in bathroom vanities or the bathroom niche. Those are going to be your competitors. And ideally, you don't want to have more than 20, like competitors that are very specific to your niche. Things like Home Depot, Pottery Barn, Lowe's, Walmart, those aren't your competitors because they are huge retailers that sells like every single product under the moon. So those would be the four criteria that I would find and make sure that your product types or niche fits before you just jump right in. Otherwise, you're just going to waste a lot of time just thinking which is the best one, which at the end of the day, there is no best one. Martin says, "Hey guys, question. I landed a supplier, but the supplier is selling their own products direct to consumer. They only have few other retailers, but they have a strong D2C presence, selling heavy on Google." Yeah, that's I don't see a problem with that. Not a lot of suppliers, but some suppliers will sell directly to consumers. Even like Marcus's supplier that didn't sell direct to consumers, they started selling direct to consumers, like via quote forms or something like that. How is that experience for you, dealing with suppliers that sell their own products directly to consumers?
Well, suppliers are all always just trying to make money, and it really just defines, what a supplier should be doing and what a dealer should be doing. So that's actually a great question, Trevor, which is that, you guys have to know what you're solving when you guys are doing this drop shipping model, which is we as the dealer need to be the centerpiece, knowing the catalog, knowing the in-stock availability, knowing the price promotions. We should be in charge of front-end market touch points. Now, when people start overstepping their places and boundaries aren't set properly, you're going to see clash internally. And so if the suppliers focus a lot on trying to do the front end, well, yeah, but then the logistics will end up fucking up. So it's a really give or take situation. So I'm lucky to be in the conversation. I'm lucky to be in the knowings of like what truly happens in the backend supplier. That's just because we just talk with so many suppliers in our experience. But to answer your question, listen, I always say this and I say this to everybody: as long as you give the customer a good experience, from A to Z, you're going to build a sustainable business model. That's what you need to do. It's about the customer. It's about the customer.
Yeah, great explanation. Some suppliers are going to sell on Google, and you can either compete with them or you could not compete with them. At the end of the day, the supplier isn't really good at marketing, even if they're selling their own brand name. So a lot of the time, you could still beat them in Google Shopping. It's just like if they are doing a really good job on marketing their own products and your ads aren't that profitable, at that point, like you can either cut the ads or focus on another traffic source. Like maybe you could try search text campaigns, or you can try shopping the high funnel, because that way you're not competing with the brand directly. When you're showing up for the same brand as a brand themselves, likely they're gonna rank higher because they're selling their own product, so they don't have to bid as high. So in that case, if your ads aren't profitable, I would shift your spend mostly to the high campaign. That way your ads are not directly next to your competitor, aka the supplier. Yeah, Martin says Google Ads and retract, probably retargeting. Is there a way to compete, or should I avoid these types of brands? And what's the best way to compete? Yeah, kind of just answered that.
You just have to. I'll answer one more time. Like you just have to out market them. Like you just have to do better marketing. And there's many ways. Make everything more presentable. Make the communication easier. You could out market your supplier, and then you could take. But yeah, the supplier's gonna try to sell their shit themselves as well. It's only expected.
Yeah, at the end of the day, everyone's here just to make money. If they could do it all themselves without any dealers, they probably would. But dealers solve a lot of their headaches. Having to deal with customers, having to do marketing, having to do returns and all that stuff, alongside manufacturing and making sure that all of the logistics is handled, is a lot of things for a supplier to handle. And that's why dealers even exist in the first place. But yeah, hopefully that answered your question, Martin. In terms of like finding product types to sell, like again, product price above $1,000, competitors less than 20, not seasonal, lots of suppliers, and also something that you could consider is like how expensive something is to ship. Because I know for bathroom vanities, if you sell anything under $1,500 for a lot of these brands, the shipping costs is pretty high, where it doesn't even make sense to like sell the item. So that's something you can also consider, because shipping, no matter what, if something is very heavy, it's going to cost more to ship. If something is lighter, it's going to be cheaper to ship, meaning it's going to eat less into your margins. For example, massage chairs, those are like heavy to ship as well. But massage chairs actually have really good margins. They have like 40% or higher. And the reason why they have good margins is they sell for such a high price. Like if you look at the more expensive ones, a $50,000 massage chair.
Holy shit.
I guess, what do you think the wholesale cost for this is for the suppliers to make it?
Bro, 20% margins. I mean, like, that's what I would estimate. And then you give or take on everything. You probably, industry standard, you're doing like net margins, like, 12 to 15, right? So.
Yeah, I guess, like, how much do you think it costs the supplier to build this?
Dude.
If it costs $50,000 for the customer.
I might get canceled for saying this. I talk with a lot of suppliers, dude. I know, and I also know people in China. Dude, I'm going to put some shit on. Nah, I'm not going to do it. You could find a lot of suppliers on Alibaba. Like, they be pretty much doing, like, building the product, kind of like white labeling, adding a little twist to it. But they get it for. So you want to look at market prices, bro? Look at the Alibaba and then times it by like 1.2. And that's what I would estimate. Yeah.
So this thing probably costs less than.
Don't say it.
5,000 to build.
Nah, chill. If they're doing a 10x markup, they're god, bro. Like,
No. It can't cost that much. What is costing this much?
True.
Why does this cost 50,000? Oh, gold massage arms, gold plated, gold plated. You're paying for gold.
I
This is
refuse to believe that people buy that. But you know what?
no.
Might.
There's actually reviews on Google. 69 people. Okay, this might be a little sus. This chair changed my life. I'm in a train wreck of pain in a dumpster fire. I need a massage every day, usually twice a day. This great quality massage allows me to get that when I need it, hassle free. I love having the chair available to me anytime. No appointment or human interaction required with relief anytime I want it. This chair has definitely changed my life. I have several degenerative disc disease in my entire spine. It feels so good to get in this chair. There's several types of pre-programmed massages. Buy it. You won't regret it. There's hope yet for chronic pain, and it's called a real relaxed massage chair. Do you think this is a real review?
Um, you know what, man? Like you've been asking amazing questions, Trevor, and I'll say why it's amazing because only you can ask me questions that actually make me like doubles. I don't know, bro. I don't. How am I supposed to
No, no, no.
know?
Yeah,
This
there's no right or wrong. It's just your opinion.
no. Okay, if I were to assess it, right? Just because it's bad punctuation, I have to say yes, it's a human. Just based off of because it's not proper grammar, and most people don't have proper grammar, like me.
Hmm.
Yo, Martin wants us to strip his store live. He wants us to
Oh yeah, drop in the chat. We'd be happy to do that.
split it, baby. Let's open it.
Yeah, this is. I guess the features of it is the key features is it's gold plated, gold cover, gold plated. Oh, you can even get your own name on it, Mrs. and Mrs. Williams. Oh, imagine putting
Oh.
PeakFlow.
So instead of gold, it's a oh no, it's real gold. That look, bro. That shit look like
Solid real,
post-it.
solid real 18K.
It look like this post-it over here. I thought it was a post-it.
Mm. Yeah, so maybe the cost isn't like 5K, maybe 10K, but yeah, people are
Oh, I'll tell
like
you what it is. I'll tell you shipping. I bet the shipping and containers is probably a cost that you
Oh,
probably want
also
to.
made in USA. Okay, maybe not 10K either, because if it's made in USA, you gotta pay the US labor costs, which is exponentially higher than overseas. There's no
Maybe.
hiding it. You can get a fraction for yeah. What's the minimum wage in the U.S.? Probably like $9 to $12 nowadays. If you do it
Um,
overseas, it's probably
I don't
like
think so.
they get $1 a day. It's quite sad. Barely enough to survive. So, okay, maybe it's like it costs them 10, 15K, and this is like special order. Yeah, it's made to order. Made to order. So the supplier's taking up no risk. They're smart.
Yeah.
What do you think about domain name? What's the website? If you could look at the product pages, I could do better marketing. Yeah, we don't have the website. Unless I'm missing it.
On a general aspect, I've come to learn probably put your prototype on your domain. You know, make it more niche. Uh,
Massagerplanet.com. Oh, I think YouTube blocks the domain name.
what does that mean?
Well, maybe don't put .com and just put like
Oh,
do this. What the? I can't even click on this. Maybe do. Oh, Garage
okay.
Saints. Okay, let's go. GarageSaints.com. Oh shoot! There we go. We got Martin's website pulled up. So first impressions: classical Empire theme, Anything that you see right off the bat?
For me, it looks very standard practice, meaning good, like industry standard, like good, like just good, not great, but good.
Okay, so I guess after the first impressions, the first thing I see is this email pop up. I see Garage Saints, and I immediately think garage products. But then I
Oh,
see health and fitness, fire and heat,
oh, I didn't even see that.
outdoor recreation, home improvement. What are you? Are you the Garage Saints, or are you just so you sell everything? And then this pop up doesn't make sense either. Like, what is this? Two people looking at a tablet. Stay in the know. Sign up for exclusive updates and offers. So okay, get ready because we're I'm about to shit on this store. You want raw, unfiltered advice with no edits? Here we go. So email marketing is terrible. Stay in the know. You want to promote your offer right here. What is your offer? Is it 5% off? Is it $100 off? You need your offer to be right here. This image, absolutely terrible. It has nothing to do with the site at all. And I get that because the site is so broad at this point, you can't make a good image. So I would consider just scrapping all these product types and focusing on garage products because that's what your store name is about. Why are you selling health and fitness? This is like the number one mistake I see with high ticket dropshippers. They start a store with the weirdest domain name. They sell everything under the sun and they expect to make sales. Guys, it's not, it's simple, but you have to put in more effort. So the email pop-up has to go. It's terrible. Uh, this right here, way too broad. I get if you want this store to just be a store just for testing product types, but in that case, that's fine. But I see save 5% on all orders. Why is that? Why is this offer not on the email pop-up? Why does it say VIP list? Yeah, you need your offer, and then it's good you have urgency right here. That's something good. Um, health and fitness. So I guess what are your best sellers, or if you have any sales? We have this extension right here that we can see. So it looks like you're selling maybe sheds. So the first impression, the product page is pretty terrible. Also, I know it's the default Empire theme, but the description, nobody's reading this. It's way too long. You need to make it more digestible. People are lazy. People can't read, or they can read but they don't want to. So you need to make the information digestible. Because this is just like a word splatted on the page. So I would use tabs. I would make the tabs full width, not just on the right side. And then get rid of this share this. Nobody's sharing this. If they want to share this page, they would just take the URL and just send it on that social media platform. So these buttons, I don't know why these theme developers like force you to use it, but like get rid of them. Everything else, I mean, it's pretty basic. Free returns on all eligible orders. You have 30 days to request a return. All sale items are final sale. I wouldn't promote your free returns here. I know with this brand, I actually sold them in the past. They might not even have free returns, so you just need to double check. Your return policy needs to be a tab, not something like this. Put your PalRam return policy as a tab. Rest of the site, I mean, it's pretty okay. The main problem I see is like it's very empty, very basic. It's too broad. It's not known for garage supplies or garage parts. So yeah, personally, I would just scrap the whole site and restart your niche angle by selling garage products because that's what your domain is. Or if you are selling, lots of the sheds, then rebrand your store domain to like the Shed Bros or the Shed Experts or My Shed Supplies or something like that, where you are the shed experts. Everything else, I mean, it's pretty typical Empire theme. Not too much to rave about it. Anything you want to add, Marcus?
Not in terms of analysis. I would say no. Maybe probably what Trevor said in the beginning is like if I'm coming to Garage Saints, yeah, like it's crazy I didn't look at the words. I was just looking at the photo. So that's great. The photo caught my attention, but it's like, bro, why are you selling like health and wellness on a garage? Like it just there needs to be some congruency, I guess what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm. Oh, is this the Lifetime brand or is it different?
No. Lifetime's another brand. That's not the gym.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And then once you rebrand the store, it's going to be a lot easier to move forward. Martin, do you have any sales? He says we have a website called Vista Lighting. Okay, we can check that out. Got one sale, had to return. My old store has sales. The reason I went with Garage Scenes is because build assets, folks said just to put any niche name in a domain and you can get crossover sales.
Oh.
What do you mean
Well, that's
about
one
that? Do you
way.
understand?
Yeah.
Do you understand what you're saying?
I got you. So he's basically saying the reason I went with Garage Saints is because the build asset folks told me to put a niche name in the domain so that so like let's say if you're doing like a fire electric fireplace store, um, you could still try to sell like a grill maybe like crossover sale even if you have electricfireplacedepot.com into
Yeah, I
yeah,
get what he's saying.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Make it a hybrid
I
store.
guess that's what he's trying to do with the sheds is even though sheds aren't really
Basically,
garages.
he's trying to sell saunas on garages.
Yeah, it's too broad. You have you have bathroom stuff on the garage store. You have grills
Bro,
on the garage store. You have tattoo equipment. Ooh, interesting. But
that's
the
interesting,
listing,
but it's just far off, bro. You know what I mean? It's just incongruent, bro. I'm sorry, fam.
oh my gosh, this page
Looks like
it's
a dildo.
massive. I swear I sold this product before when doing low ticket dropshipping. These Dragon Hawk tattoo machines, or yeah, pens.
Wireless tattoo pleasure machine.
Hmm. Yeah, the store is just too broad. I get the crossover, and you can do it to a somewhat extent, but this is just way too much, way too far. The next site is Vista Lighting. What the heck is this? The site doesn't even exist.
Well, let's just say with Martin real quick. He asked like what a better name would be.
I mean, what product types you want to focus on? If it's sheds, then something like, let's go to Namecheap. We'll get you a domain, so but hopefully nobody steals it from you. Let's just say you want to do sheds. My shed supplies. First try. Yep. So my shed supplies is available if you wanted to niche down into sheds. I think I know a few people that sell sheds. The margins aren't great for them, but as long as you are niche down and you're specialized in one or just one niche or one product type, then you're able to compete with all the other people. Which USA supplier would you suggest the best, the reliable one? I feel like I've seen his comment before on YouTube, but the best USA supplier is going to depend on what product types you're selling. For example, if you're selling sheds, the brand is Keter Factor. So in order to close the supplier, just search that up, go to their website, and this is the supplier's website. And all you need to do is look for a phone number or a contact us page. And just like that, you just fill this out and contact them to become a dealer. And that's exactly what Martin did to become a dealer with this storage shed brand. So the supplier is going to depend on what product types you're selling, but check out our free course on School. Link is in the description of this video to join that, and then you can get started with learning how to find USA suppliers for free. So it's a mock-up so far, waiting to import products at the moment for a supplier.
Oh, that's the earlier store. That's the earlier store, Trev.
Yeah, Vista Lighting. It doesn't work.
Because it's a mock-up, he said.
Maybe Vista Lighting? No. Yeah, the site
I
doesn't
mean,
work.
let's not stalk this store. It's all good. It's all good. They're in mock-up mode, so it's fine. If you need anything, just let us know. Balance Entertainment.
Grilled sheds, carports, maybe something like outdoors. Everyone does outdoors. It's like whenever, like a year ago, I was talking to some people and they said like, what niches do you recommend? And I recommend everything except outdoors, because everyone says the same thing. And then they came back and say, I want to do outdoors. It's like people have an obsession with doing outdoor products. It's like you should pick something that fits all the criteria. Your store should be niched down, and your domain name should be for your product type. So if you're going to do sheds, I would recommend getting myShedSupplies.com. Or if you don't want that, we can find another one. TheShedPros.com, maybe.
Oh, he got a grill brand that he just got approved with though.
Yeah. It's going to be, if you got a grill brand that you're approved for, you just have to figure out what product types and what niche you want to go in. You're just going into too many directions. You're going to health and fitness, like you're just building everything at once instead of just focusing on one thing at a time. Like home gym, you have one whole category on home gym and you have 4 products and they're all out of stock. And let's just say you want to do patio heaters. Well, you have one product and it's out of stock. Electric fireplaces, you have 5 products and they're all low in stock. So you only have one supplier for electric fireplaces. You need to focus on one category at a time, because what you're doing is you're scraping from the top and you're getting all these suppliers that everyone else can close, and then you're not getting the good suppliers. The good suppliers take time to close and are the suppliers that are, more open to dealers when they are experts in that niche. For example, electricfireplacesdepot.com or something like that. That domain would be much better to close electric fireplace suppliers than Garage Saints. Should I just show y'all the brand? I mean, if you want, it's up to you. Oh, Wait says, hey there, sir. Hello, sir. Can you all tell me if this is a good supplier?
I'll tell you.
I mean, go for it. Red Tech.
I want to say, I want to think he's saying, oh, never mind. Ooh.
What are you oohing at?
That's his supplier, bro. Is it a good supplier?
Is it a good supplier? Can we just tell from just this page?
I don't know. He's asking you.
You're asking like a You're asking a question that doesn't have any context to it. Because yes, Red Tech could be a good supplier, but we don't know unless you run the ads. Um, I mean, we can tell you what you're doing or what's on paper. All I see is the supplier ranking number one. They have a few dealers. Not a lot of dealers, actually. So on paper, this looks good because there's not a lot of dealers. I don't know how much search volume there is, but assuming it's a decent amount, this looks good on paper. But I'm telling you, you can't get by. You're not going to get far running this page as an ad. Someone going on this looking to buy a RecTech barbecue, they would much rather just buy from the supplier directly. Look at their site. They're a barbecue themed store versus your store. Yeah, that's pretty much it for Martin's store audit. It's definitely needs quite a bit of work, but maybe next time when your store is fixed, we can give you more pointers.
Yeah, we'll do our best to help. If you ever need like kind of one-on-one odds like this, that's why you have coaches inside the one-on-one. So this is just so you get a little taste of it. Shit
Ooh,
is raw, man.
VistaLighting.co. First of all, I do like the email pop-up much better. You actually have your offer. Say 10% off. That's good. Uh, the black theme, like it's good for us, like younger people, but for older people, this is a pain to look at. Okay, maybe not. Yeah, a lot of the site is all black, and most people that are on their phones or their computers, I know everyone loves dark mode, and I love dark mode too. But the people that are buying this, they're usually older people, and if they can't see what they're looking at, then they're gonna bounce. So I would recommend just doing a traditional white background instead of it being black themed. Milo says, "Brother, I think now it's time to start high tech ecom. I'm trying to register an LLC. Doesn't need to be something like niche specific, like amazing saunas. Just an example." No, it does not. Your LLC name could be Milo Wild Tales LLC, or it could be milostores.com. I mean, Milo Stores LLC. It could be anything you want. Doesn't have to be related to your niche or store.
LLC doesn't really matter with store name.
Mm-hmm. Or something, can I do like Elope Global and try both low, high ticket and low ticket because I found a really good digital product I really want to test. Well, if your digital product can be sold in a high ticket store, you can use that as an upsell or like a free gift offer. But yeah, what are our thoughts on Vista lighting? I think it's at least better than Martin's store. Not trying to hate, but it could definitely be better. And again, I know he said this is a demo store so far. The main thing is just a weird product page layout. Like you have the image on the right. It's a little funky. I think this is like the Dawn theme. So I would recommend either getting a premium theme. It doesn't have to be Empire again. Like I know a lot of people using Empire. Other alternatives are going to be warehouse theme, enterprise theme,
There's
maybe
the new one.
Shoptimize.
I think it's Woodstock. I think I want to say it's
Oh
called
yeah,
Woodstock.
yeah. Let's Woodstock theme Shopify. Yeah, this is actually cheaper than Empire. Looks pretty decent. Has a nice fat search bar, which is good.
I think this was the
Yeah,
one that
so
new one. Oh.
yeah, this is a good theme. For 270 instead of like 340 for Empire. So I would recommend getting a premium theme. That way, it has like the essentials. Like the search bar, you can see the search bar is like pretty hidden away on the default theme. And the search bar is very important because whenever you go on Amazon, do you ever find the product types that you're looking for from the drop downs? Most likely not. Or 99% of times, no. You
I
use the
agree.
search bar if you're looking for something. So, especially if your catalog is huge, people that can't find what they're looking for, or if the search bar is hard to use, then they're not going to find what they're looking for and they're going to bounce and not buy anything from their store. So, search bar, very important. Rest of the site, I think it's just a premium theme that's going to be missing. Everything else, I like the design. So Martin says, so would you guys keep a broader store for product testing and then create a niche store around the suppliers you acquire? I don't want to go into niche and get stuck and not be able to pivot. Yeah, that is a valid strategy. You can use your garage store as a way to test product types, because let's say you sell chandeliers on a garage store. It has nothing to do with garages, but if it sells well on the garage store, you can be fairly certain that it will crush on a chandelier only store. So yeah, you can use your store now for testing, and then you create a niche store later, or you could just pivot to a niche store now. No right or wrong answer, but I probably just prefer just to niche down or right now, because I'd rather just have one store that I just work on for years and years than having multiple stores. Just easier logistically. Martin says, because I have a couple brands, I want to fit on that one store, like Harvest Right, another store I acquire. Yeah, I mean, like I said, you can either build a niche store or pivot your store to a niche store now, or you can use this to test a lot of product types and find what product types sell, and then build a niche store or pivot the whole store. So either way, as long as you know what you're doing, you'll be fine. But I would recommend just pivoting now. But that's just my personal take on it. Maybe find some unique product types, like maybe not these $50,000 massage chairs, but find some unique product types that you can test. And if the unique product types do well in a garage store, then I would build a store immediately on that product type. But yeah, hopefully that answers all your guys' questions. Any other questions, feel free to ask in the chat. If not, got a few minutes left. Anything else to add? I know you want to buy that $50,000 massage shirt one day and just get it gold plated, Marcus Lamb on there.
Maybe one day, Trevor. Final message. I hope you guys have an amazing Friday, man. I'll just know, even though it is a little grayer here in New York, hope you guys just kill it. I know life can get hard, so if you're watching this right now, just take it one step at a time, keep going. Me and Trev, all the community we've been building, we're trying to be here for the people, for the culture. So hope you guys have an amazing, happy holidays, man. Love. And actually, are we gonna have a live next Friday, Trevor?
Is it after?
Because hint, guys. Actually, Trevor, winter arc alert. Trevor is actually gonna be pulling up to New York again.
Oh yeah, 27th.
Yeah, so we don't know what's going on with that stuff.
Yo, imagine we just do it live from the city.
That'll be interesting.
Just us walking the streets, and then we have our.
Trev, if you could set that up, that'd be interesting.
Oh, you know what we need? We need Starlink. That's how it would be possible. Or a hotspot. Or a hotspot.
That's funny, bro. Let's help Martin and Milo first with the last question.
Milo says, you guys feel fulfilled in life? That's a deep question. I don't think so. Not yet. Personally, for me. What about you?
That's a great answer. I think for me, a part of me feels fulfilled, and another part of me also has relentless hunger. So it's a blessing and a curse. You always try to go after more, and you should be hit your fullest potential. So, fulfill. It's a very dual answer, but it's a little bit of both, to be honest. A little bit of both for me.
Mm-hmm. The last question about competition: how do you guys sidestep competition? Do you want to avoid brands with too many retailers? The best way to avoid competition or sidestep it is to build a store that's niched down where you're very specific in the product type that you're selling. That is the number one best way. Where you're speaking to one customer avatar instead of speaking to a mass market. I'm not sure if you guys seen a video. I don't remember who. Maybe it was from like Grant Cardone or someone like that. But it's like your marketing should be on one customer avatar instead of mass market to start with. So once you dialed in your dialed in audience through marketing, then you do mass market, and that's applies the same way with high ticket dropshipping. I appreciate it a lot, you guys. Have great break and have greater
Thank
sales.
you.
Good
Appreciate
luck
it.
to y'all. Thank you guys. You're amazing, man. Thank you guys so much. We thank you guys for chiming in and just hanging out with us on this kind of cold and wintry Friday. So thank you for listening to us yap, and until hopefully next week.
Bye, Sam.
All right.
Merry Christmas.
Peace.